Welcome to the verse.
What is up, guys? Welcome to the Verse Crypto channel, the most savage, degenerate crypto channel out there. My name is Chaos Chris, and I'll be your host today. Before you're up in this video, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, and turn on bell notifications so we can keep you guys up to date with the latest, greatest news and information in this space. With that being said, let's hop right in this video. So, I got a lot of great information for all you degenerates out there. Today, we're going to be talking a little bit about the Pulsechain, and I really want to introduce you to guys an interesting concept with this upcoming airdrop. It is going to be one of the largest airdrops in cryptocurrency history. And if you own any Ethereum tokens, you will get a one-on-one copy over on the Pulsechain. So a lot of great opportunities to make some awesome bags. And what I really want to focus on is the trading, how it's going to work on the Pulsex when you have a PRC20 and ERC20 of a token. So today we're going to break that down a little bit. And then I'm also going to give you my top 5 projects that you should consider owning before the Pulsechain launches. Keep in mind, this is not financial advice. This is for information and educational purposes only. So with that being said, let's hop right in this video. So kind of starting off here on pulsechain.com, I really want to just break down and give you guys a good idea how the trading is going to work, because this isn't something that hasn't really like settled in with, you know, a lot of people that are invested in this ecosystem, especially the ones that are in like the sacrifice phase or whatnot. I understand that most people in the Pulsechain or the Hex community only likes to own Hex and Pulsechain. But the ultimate success of Pulsechain is whether or not these tokens can basically bring over, you know, more users from the Ethereum blockchain. The Ethereum blockchain is the second largest layer 1 blockchain by market cap. Even though market cap's not a great indicator, it's still a very large blockchain that a lot of projects are on. And so by capturing as many users on the Ethereum blockchain, this would only elevate the Pulsechain ecosystem. And basically when you elevate the Pulsechain ecosystem, then the price of the token will grow. So before I kind of really jump into these details, Richard Hart just had a live stream. As of right now, the rumor is that Pulsechain will be launching mid-May. So that's probably about like a month from now. That's subject to change. Not really sure how true that is or whatnot. You never know. But like I've always said, greatness takes time. So when it comes to cryptocurrency, you just got to be patient, go with the flow. And once this ecosystem launches, there's going to be a lot of happy people. So definitely really confident. So kind of breaking it down. So when Pulsechain launches, as I said earlier, you're going to get a one-on-one copy of your ERC20s over onto the Pulsechain as a PRC20. And so through the bridging, basically you can send ETH to the Pulse Bridge contract on Ethereum, which locks it and issues PETH on a Pulsechain at a 1-to-1 ratio. This example is using Ethereum, but it's going to be standard for almost any other ERC20 token. Basically, you take your ERC20 token and you go up to that little bridge, and then the bridge replicates a version of that ERC20 onto the Pulsechain and holds that ERC20 at the bridge. And then that token's taken in the Pulsechain, traded or whatnot. And then once you bring it back through the bridge back to the Ethereum blockchain, then it just gets exchanged and that original copy gets destroyed. So that's kind of like a little watered down version of how bridging works. Now, the basis of this video is we're going to talk about trading and this concept that I really want to break down for you guys so you have a really great understanding, because this is the like hidden gem, the secret sauce, the big part of the Pulsechain that's going to really make the entire ecosystem explode. So I definitely want to hone in on this part. Thousands of ERC20 tokens on the Pulsechain can trade on Pulsechain's Uniswap, and similar at launch, since Ethereum state is included. There will be an ePulse ETH pair on Uniswap on the Ethereum network and a PETH Pulse pair on Uniswap on the Pulsechain network. There may be ePulse trading pairs on other smart contract enabled chains. Exchanges may list PLS and any of the 1,000 tokens on the Pulsechain network. So this is absolutely huge. And so the best way to kind of like really break this down and give you guys a good idea of how this is going to work is, so if we come over here to the Pulsex, you have the trade right here, and then you can come over here to the farms. And so what's probably going to happen is you can pair up your ERC20 token with your PRC20 token. So we'll just say Uniswap since it was used on the website. So you're going to have like an ERC20 Uniswap and also a PRC20 Uniswap on one of these farms where there's a pair. And this pairing is going to help you over here on the trading DApp, where you can basically trade for, a PRC20 Uniswap for a ERC20 Uniswap. And then you can take that Uniswap and send it to the Ethereum blockchain. And with this exchange, it's only going to be worth pennies. And so what I predict is over at these farm pairs, you're going to see hundreds and hundreds of different pairs from, a hex pair to some sort of Uniswap pair to maybe like a chain link pair. There's going to be a lot of these different pairs from the Ethereum blockchain. And the idea is if you pair these tokens up, it helps with transactions through the trades on the Pulsex ecosystem. And also you will get a certain percentage of the trading fees from those swaps, and you also get the incentive token. So you're getting an awesome opportunity to make some sweet, juicy passive income, which is our favorite word here on the Verse Crypto channel. So I'm going to take another example because I really want to hone in on this. So Pulsechain was mainly created because Hex was getting destroyed by gas fees, and London hard fork didn't really turn out to be as great as it was supposed to be. And, the miners were getting really greedy, and they were earning massive amounts on block rewards. And it was just turning into like this greedy system. So Richard Hart said, you know what, forget it. We're going to fork the entire Ethereum network, and we're going to create something where Hex can strive. And so for all you Hexkins out there, I guarantee you guys will continue to have your ERC20s on the Ethereum blockchain. But when Pulsechain launches and you get your PRC20, then this is going to be an opportunity for you to take your PRC20 hex and pair it up with your ERC20 hex that you bridge over from the Ethereum blockchain. And so basically using this, you can do a nice pairing here on the Pulsex farm, or you can take your PRC20 hex and pair it up with like Pulse or Pulsex or whatnot. And you can use that to get a certain percentage of the trading fees plus the incentive token. So there's so much stuff you can do. And I really want you guys to utilize this awesome opportunity since you're in early and you're also in a monumental event for cryptocurrency. So after kind of breaking that down, there's going to be a lot of different pairs from, USDC to Pulsechain to Pulsex. Maybe internet money is going to be on it. I mean, there's so many different pairings that could happen. And there's going to be like a DAO behind Pulsex where we get to vote on which tokens we want to add to like the farms, which we want to swap. The idea is to make Pulsex as decentralized as possible and let the community drive the direction of the project, because if the community drives the direction of the project, chances are it's going to go in the right direction, because anyone who's going to be on that DAO is going to want the best for Pulsex. So with that being said, after kind of breaking down how those pairings are going to work, I want to give you guys my top 5 tokens that you should consider owning right before the big airdrop coming up this next month. Keep in mind, I understand some of you guys only want to own Pulsechain and Hex and Pulsex and whatnot. I get that, but regardless of your thoughts or feelings on this, we're going to need to have more avenues for, a lot of these other projects come over here to the Pulsechain, because all these ERC20 tokens are going to have their code replicated over to the Pulsechain. And if the developers look over on the Pulsechain and see their project really striving, this is going to incentivize more of these projects to come over to the Pulsechain and maybe even just leave the Ethereum blockchain. I don't know. So there's a lot of avenues that are going to happen. And so I want to give you guys my top 5 coins and give you guys a nice little breakdown of the project and why I think these coins will definitely strive on the Pulsechain ecosystem. So first project, as you guys may know, is Hex. I don't really need to say too much about Hex, but for those guys who don't know what Hex is, it is a certificate of deposit. It's basically a cryptocurrency that you can go on, buy up, and you can lock it into a stake where you're an interest every single day based off of your stake length and how many T shares you have. Hex is one of the few cryptocurrency projects that has one of the highest ROIs, and it has beaten Ethereum and Bitcoin tremendously. It also hit a 10,000x this past year, which is absolutely bananas. So kind of come down here. Starting off, it was like, 0.0006, and now it's sitting at all the way at 0.12. This is probably one of the best projects that Richard Hart has released up until this date. We haven't seen PulseX or Pulsechain, but this project has done mind-numbing gains, and there's still more room for this project to run. If it appreciates at the same rate as Bitcoin, then the price of the Hex token could probably go up to, I believe it was $380. And so right now it's sitting at 50 cents. So you still have some great, not 50 cents, excuse me, 13 cents. So you still have a great opportunity to buy in and make some awesome games. In my opinion, I still think Hex has the potential to 100x within the next 1 or 2 years, especially since, there's going to be a bear market, and Hex has performed significantly well during a bear market. Now, the reason why this is my number one pick for ERC20 tokens to hold for the Pulsechain launch is because Pulsechain was made for Hex. And the idea is when we create this layer 1 blockchain, it's so that Hex can strive, gas fees are low, and more people can take out stakes. So by owning this Hex token, you're owning one of the highest appreciating cryptos in history, and you're also going to get a 1-to-1 copy on the Pulsechain. And all of your stakes are going to be copied as well. So if you hold a nice bag of Hex in your wallet, you get it replicated over on the Pulsechain. You can bridge over your Hex from the Ethereum blockchain, pair it up right into the Pulsex farm, because I guarantee you there's going to be some sort of farming pair between your EHEX and your PX or whatnot. And using that, you can definitely farm some awesome tokens and also farm the incentive tokens. So moving on, we have Uniswap. So Uniswap is the number 1 decentralized exchange on the Ethereum ecosystem. It has tremendous success, and it's one of the first projects to implement, farming, governance, and has done very, very well. And it also acquires a enormous amount of the swaps that happen on the Ethereum blockchain. So because it's one of the top Ethereum decentralized exchanges, and also one of the top projects on the Ethereum blockchain, there's a good chance that more and more people are going to want to acquire this token during the upcoming bull market or bull run. And so with a PRC20 copy of this Uniswap token over onto the Pulsechain, there's going to be a huge incentive for Uniswap to get paired up with PulseX or Pulse or whatever token. And what's probably going to happen is the majority of the users that want to buy into Uniswap are going to come over and try to buy it on the Pulsechain and then bridge it back to the Ethereum blockchain and save a tremendous amount on gas. As you guys have known, Uniswap has been constantly innovating and also has been constantly developing. They're growing a massive network of DeFi apps, and there's a good chance that, you know, if we can get more and more of these users from the Uniswap project over onto the Pulsechain, then we can see an awesome ecosystem growth. Now, the next one is a project that probably not a lot of you guys actually heard about before. The name of this project is Stratus. And so Stratus is a decentralized data mesh. And basically what this data mesh does is it allows for scalability, self-balanced storage, database, and computation network, and offers a solid function for data processing. Basically, the future of, you know, our economy is going to be in data. A lot of people like to say data is the next oil. And with these blockchains, there's massive amounts of data from, you know, your transactions to your wallets, and in the future we're going to probably see, like, you know, autonomous vehicles run through a blockchain, computers, webs, and whatnot. And so as more and more of these projects get onto a blockchain, there's going to be a need for more scalability. And with the Stratos data mesh, it offers a way for a lot of these blockchains to scale out and also decrease the overall load on the blockchain and increase the transaction speed. And basically, to kind of sum it all up, if Ethereum is going to succeed, they need Stratos to succeed. This is the one project that can absolutely be a game changer for the Ethereum blockchain. Now, to kind of break it down, there's storage. So Stratus, a decentralized storage network, is scalable, reliable, self-balancing, elastic acceleration network driven by data traffic. It accesses data efficiently and safely. The users has the full flexibility to store any data regardless of size and type. So when I think of this data storage, I think of, like, you know, medical records, financial statements, social securities. There's so much stuff that, you know, people keep in their house. And, you know, there's a good chance that, you know, it can be stolen or you could lose or whatnot. But what if you can upload into a blockchain where only you have access to that information? So, you know, with Stratos, this can be one of those projects where you can upload that certain amount of information on my blockchain. Database. Stratos decentralized database is scalable, high availability, non-scheme, non-maintenance, no single point of failure database. With Stratos blockchain, the database also offers an immutable feature which could power Oracle and data aggregation for any blockchain project. So, database, that's a big one. Social media, you know, like Amazon, all these big tech companies have massive databases on every single one of you guys. Everyone here, everyone who's viewing this video right now, you probably have like a little file of yourself on like an Amazon, Google, Bing, Microsoft database that talks about, you know, what websites you like to go to, how you interact on your phone, when you interact on your phone, just all sorts of stuff. And so what Stratos offers is like a nice database where you can store that type of information. It also allows Oracle to store information onto that database that gives you like blockchain statistics, like link and whatnot. So computing. Stratos decentralized computing network is a perfect edge computing network which offers low latency and trusted execution environment by your neighborhood. Edge computing aims to make our lives smarter and easier. So computing, it has to do with a lot with like computers. The best way I can put it out there is like, you know, you have an Excel spreadsheet and you want to do some basic math to calculate your bills, how much money is in your bank account, or in this case, your crypto wallet or whatnot. And so with this data mesh, you can also have a type of automatic computing, which makes it easier for, you know, for the blockchain to solve complex problems. And the last thing is blockchain. Stratus blockchain is a value network that facilitates all decentralized ledger transactions and functionalities where the value circulation of the Stratus ecosystem is guaranteed for all stakeholders. So Stratus, it's a rapidly developing project. A lot of people love this project. This concept of building like a data mesh to increase scalability, computation, make an awesome database is something each and every single one of these blockchains needs. If Pulsechain were to take a massive load and every single project from each blockchain were to come over to Pulsechain, the Pulsechain would be severely slow. We'll see like a slight increase in gas fees. But the thing about Stratus is with this data mesh, it can also increase the scalability of the blockchain. So, this is definitely one of those tokens that will blow up into the future, and it's very, very critical in my opinion. And the fact that you're going to get a PRC20 of this token over on the Pulse chain really incentivizes you to use it in the PulseX farm, or just hold on to it in case you want to make some sweet gains over on the Pulsechain blockchain as a PRC20. So definitely like kind of like a mid cap coin, maybe a little bit on the low end side, but it's definitely a really cool project to research, and it'll definitely strive not only on the Ethereum blockchain but on the Pulsechain ecosystem as well. Now, coming over here, this is a token probably that every single one of you guys know about. It is Shiba Inu. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a big fan of meme tokens, to be honest with you guys. But to say Shiba Inu is a meme token is an understatement. It is a lot more than that. After the whole Dogecoin blow up, you know, Shiba Inu was then released, and then Shiba Inu had a massive ride. And kind of after that massive ride, the development team started adding like awesome utility behind the token. And so I'm going to break down the utility real quick. So first thing, they have something called Shiba Swap. It is a decentralized exchange. You can use Shiba Swap to swap for SHIB, Leash, and Bone. You can also use this to stake Leash and Bone and get a nice juicy passive income payout. The SHIB army has really used Shiba Swap a lot. And if you guys want us to cover Shiba Swap more, leave a comment down below in the comment section. Next thing we have is art. So Shiba Inu has created some sweet NFT art collections that are going for a lot of Ethereum. It has definitely really blown up the ecosystem. It has given more value behind this coin. Also, every time you purchase one of these NFTs, you burn a certain amount of Shiba Inu. So the goal is to make the token deflationary and burn a huge amount. And then after that, as I've said earlier, we have the SHIB, Leash, and Bone. So Leash was originally set to rebase token, but then we moved to rebase and leash its full potential. With a total supply of only 107,646 token, it represents other end of our ecosystem. Leash is the second token incentivized on ShibaSwap and will offer lucrative rewards for holders providing its liquidity. So, and then we have Bone. Bone has 250 million tokens and is designed to fit perfectly between the previous two tokens in regards to the circulation supply. Moreover, the token is a governance token, which will allow Shiba Army to vote on upcoming proposals in our doggy DAO. So Bone is basically an ownership token, and Leash is basically kind of like a farm token. You will also get a PRC20 copy of Leash and a Bone token. But ultimately, what I'm trying to get across here is Shiba Inu is a little bit more than a meme token. It's developing the ecosystem, and the community is absolutely huge. If you go on CoinMarketCap, they have about 1.2 million people have Shiba Inu on their watch list. That is how big this community is. And if we can incentivize more and more people from the Shiba Inu community to come over to the Pulse chain and basically do their swaps, do their transactions, basically do their business, imagine how big that'll be for Pulse chain, having all 1.2 million of those people doing their business on the Pulse chain. That would make the Pulse token absolutely blow up. And so I definitely do predict that there's going to be some sort of like Pulse Shiba pair, or maybe PulseX Shiba pair or whatnot. But that's definitely another priority token that I am definitely going to be holding up until the airdrop. And the last token I will cover today is Decentraland. For those guys who know what Decentraland is, it is a metaverse game. And if you guys haven't been keeping in touch with cryptocurrency on the metaverse side, these metaverse games have absolutely been going bananas. It's predicted to be like a $10 trillion market cap in a couple of years, and it's only going to go up from here. So when it comes to these metaverse games, all the big ones on the Ethereum blockchain are going to have a ERC20 token copy. So far, Decentraland is one of the largest metaverse projects on the Ethereum blockchain. And you can come in here, you can create your own character, you can buy certain types of clothes, you can buy land. There's so much stuff you can do, and a lot of the land here on Decentraland is like NFT based, and so you have to pay massive amounts of gas fees. So imagine if you have that NFT on the Pulse chain, and the gas fees are a lot lower. Well, that's going to incentivize small wallet holders to actually participate more in the metaverse game, and also acquire a lot of these items without fear of getting destroyed by gas fees. So this is definitely a really cool game. There's so much you can do. You can interact. They have a metaverse token economy. You can build on your own land. You can trade digital assets. You can play games. There's absolutely so many things that you can do with this project. But I think what the biggest thing I'm trying to get across is, if anyone wants to buy this token, Pulsechain is going to be a place to do it. And there's probably going to be some sort of pair with, like the Decentraland, the Mana token, and like Pulse or Pulsex or whatnot. But because this community is very big and a lot of people are going to have a higher demand to acquire this token going on to the future, the Pulsechain will be the perfect ecosystem for this project to grow. And you never know, this entire project might switch over to the Pulsechain. So we'll definitely see. So with that being said, guys, that's it for the video. Hopefully you guys like my selections. Let me know down in the comments what you think about, my top 5 tokens to own before the Pulsechain airdrop. And also comment down below which projects do you think will be pretty cool to own. Well, ERC20 projects will be cool to own right before the Pulsechain airdrop, because I think we definitely want to cover a little bit more of these projects up until the Pulsechain launch, so you guys can get your bags ready and definitely follow this road down to financial freedom. So before I wrap this video up, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, and turn on bell notifications so we keep you guys.